Alright, I'm just gonna give you guys, this is just my opinion about this. This is just my point of view of things on how I see. Whether you want to agree with me or you don't, everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their own views about things on what they see. So not everybody's gonna see what I see on what I'm getting ready to say in this video. Now, y'all are probably wondering, why do you see a black man and a white woman both getting married? Now, I've been watching several YouTube videos for the last couple of weeks, just watching people give their opinions about why is a black man dating a white woman, you know what I'm saying? Why a white woman dating a black man? Everybody just had their opinions about that. So I said, what the hell? Why not? Why not I make a video about it and, put my 2 cents in and give y'all my thoughts about it on why black men are dating white women. And honestly, let me just say it like this. I mean, the answer is simple. All right, the answer is very simple. But before I get into that, let me just say it like this. I don't see anything wrong with a black man dating a white woman. I don't see, that's my phone. I don't see anything wrong with a white man dating a black woman. I don't see anything wrong if a white woman chooses to date a Mexican man. I don't see anything wrong if I see a Chinese man dating a white woman or a black woman. I don't see anything wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Some people are against that. Some people don't believe in that kind of stuff. And hey, that's on y'all if y'all don't believe in that. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but I'm pretty sure people have their own personal reason why they can't date different race. And everybody has their own private and personal reasons, and that some of them won't reveal it to you because maybe the side of their family might have a hard time accepting it, because it's like if you're dating a white woman, on the side of her family, they're not going to say it directly to your face. But if you're a black man and you're trying to date a white woman, I'm pretty sure you might have expectations that people on the side of her family are probably gonna pull her to the side and they're gonna be like, why are you like why are you dating a black man? Like, couldn't you find a white guy? You know how that shit gonna be. And I'm pretty sure it's gonna be people in the black man's family that's gonna pull him to the side and say, man, what you dating this white girl for, man? You couldn't find a black woman, man? Like, come on, man. Like, what the fuck? You're gonna hear all that negative bullshit on each side of the family. You know what I'm saying? Not all family does that. Some of them don't watch all that shit, but there are some out there that just be watching that shit. You gotta sit there and hear that negative bullshit. Even though you two both love each other and y'all want to take it to that level, y'all got to hear all that negative bullshit on the side of your family, asking you why you dating this person and this and that. You got to go through some shit like that, depending on how your family are about this, depending on how they feel about that shit. You got to listen to all that nonsense bullshit. And I know some of y'all out there are probably going through that shit too. I've never been through that because my family, they're not like that. They're not like that at all. But yeah, the answer is very simple on why a black man dating a white woman is because the answer is simple. It's been out there. Is that some of you black women out there, I guess black men out there are just tired of y'all. They tired of y'all's argumental shit. Y'all black women are so argumental. But let me just break it down like this. All right. There is no such thing as a perfect person. All right. Don't ever get it twisted, people. Just because you want, and I'm not trying to tell nobody what race that you should date and what race you should not date, whether it's white, black, Chinese, Mexican. Let's get something straight. Just because you're not getting along with a certain people in your race, like if you're a black man and you're not getting along with a black woman, which that is happening, um, that doesn't mean that white women are perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect white woman. There's no such thing as a perfect black man. There's no such thing as a perfect white man. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as a perfect Mexican man. There's no such thing as a perfect black woman, Chinese woman, or whatever, Jamaican woman. There's no such thing as that. But let me tell you what exists, and what exists as a good person. That exists. Always keep that in mind. There's always a good person out there. You just gotta know where to search and find that person. You know what I'm saying? You have to search and find them. But don't ever get it twisted. Think, cause I'm gonna date a white woman because white women are perfect. They're perfect. They don't argue back. They don't talk back. Which some of that is true. Some white women's don't believe in talking back, and some white women's are not argumentative. There's some really nice white women's out there, but don't get it twisted though. You know what I'm saying? Women's has feelings just like men do, okay? Don't ever get it twisted thinking that a white woman is afraid to say something back to you. Don't ever get it twisted thinking that a white woman ain't gonna confront your ass if you do something wrong. You know what I'm saying? They got feelings too, just like black women do. And there are some crazy ass white women's out there. So don't get it twisted in your mind thinking because you couldn't deal with a black woman's mouth because she got so much mouth. You think because you jump onto a white woman, you think it's going to be a little bit different, which is going to be a little bit different, but don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted thinking because, white women, they ain't going to do all that talking back and all that stuff like that. Don't get it twisted because it depends which white women that you are dating, And let me tell you something. If you're dating one of those ghetto ass white women, I'm talking about the ones that's thick and hanging around with a bunch of hanging around with the black women's and the black men, and she was born and raised in the hood, and she's got a fat ass, and she's kind of thick, and she kind of talk like she's like one of those black girls with the braids in the hair and all that type of stuff. Now, if you're dating those kind of white women is gonna give you problems. Even though she might got a nice body, she got a fat ass, she thick as hell, just like one of them black women that's got a fat ass and they thick as hell. And man, don't get it twisted thinking that she ain't gonna give you problems, because usually those kind of ghetto ass white women that be hanging around with a bunch of black women with the braids in their hair, talking all stupid and shit, they're gonna give you just as much as problems as the black women's are. They just as mouthy as they are. And then she turns around, the ghetto white woman, she turned around and be talking a lot of shit and probably call you the N-word, and then you're gonna have to knock her on her ass, then your ass go to prison. So it's no different than dating a black woman. If you're dating those kind of white women, it ain't no different. And that's just my opinion about it though. That's just my honest opinion about that. I mean, you can keep dating them if you want to, but if you think you can deal with those kind of women, you can deal with them. But see, me, I don't have problems with black women. I can handle black women. I can handle the mouthy ones. I can handle the mouthy white women. I can handle Mexican women. I can handle all kind of women. But the thing with me and for the ones that knows me out there is that I don't put up with shit like that. I don't put up with all that argument. And there are those out there that knows me personally, that I don't put up with all that mouthiness, all that argumental, all that shit. I don't put up with that shit with a woman. I don't even have to lay my hands on her ass. I'm the kind of guy that I just walk the fuck away from your ass and you'll never hear my ass again. You'll never hear from me again. Especially if I don't got kids by your ass. If I ain't got no kids by you, if we ain't married, I don't have to stick around with your ass. I don't have to listen to your bullshit. I just walk the fuck away. You go on to the next guy who can deal with that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Go with the next clown. Go with the next dude, the next sucker out there. Oh man, you know what your problem is, man? Women's out there, they like them hard, they like the tough guys, you know what I'm saying? They like the mean guys, you know what I'm saying, like that. I don't have to act like that. I mean, I am an asshole at times, I can be an asshole, and some women like that out of a man. They like a guy like me who kind of act like an asshole a little bit. And some women's like that. So yeah, I can be there if I want to. It's not because they want me to be there. It's not because they say, well, Jay, you need to be a little bit more mean and this and that. You don't need to be too nice. I don't have to be like that, okay? I can be just as much of an asshole and women will still fuck with me. They will still fuck with me. If they understand me, enough, they'll fuck with me. But some don't know how to take me. Some be's like, I don't know how to take it, because some are just too super sensitive, because some of them probably done been abused by their ex-boyfriend or probably got played, and they think all men like that. So if you ever fuck with a woman like that, whether she's white or black, I wouldn't waste my time on those kind of women, because those kind of women are be the one that'll lie to the fucking police and get your ass locked up in jail. But But yeah, I don't see anything wrong with a black man dating a white woman. It's just that, black women's out there um, running their mouth too much. Running their mouth, and black men are just tired of the shit. But not all black women are like that. Let me just make that clear, because in case some of y'all black women start leaving the comments saying, I'm not like that. You're just thinking all black women are bad. No, I'm not saying all black women are bad. They know who they are out there. For the ones that probably got knocked on the ass, or they man left them for a white woman, and they put their hands on the hip and saying like, oh, look at him, he's dating a cracker now. And then some of y'all have to sit there and think, is why is those black men are dating the white women, man? Because like I said, man, they is sick and tired. Black men out there are sick and tired of that shit. This shit's been going on for a long damn time. And I hate to say this, and you can say I'm cooning all I want to. You can sit there and say that. I don't give a shit. But white women's and some of these Mexican girls out there, they all going through a freaking transformation. And I've said this in my old videos. When I be going to the grocery stores, I be seeing some of these white women's and some of these white women's and Puerto Rican chicks and Mexican chicks out there. I be like, damn, man, they done going through a freaking transformation. But when you see some of these black women's, all you see is just braids and I don't know. It's a lot of things fake about it. Like a lot of black women don't want to wear their real hair out or something like that. And I'm like, dang, boy, like y'all black women's is falling off. I mean, y'all need to step y'all game up for real. Step your game up, man, because these white girls, these white women's and these Mexican chicks out there, yeah, boy, they outdoing y'all. 'Cause they starting to learn how to cook collard greens and chicken and pork chop. They starting to learn how to do all that shit, man. On how y'all black women be cooking. They starting to learn that shit. They starting to learn that shit, man. They starting to outdo y'all. But yeah, black women, all that trying to be argumental and snapping on a man like that. Again, ain't no man out there gonna put up with that shit. A lot of black men is not gonna tolerate that shit. And you ain't gonna win a ring on your finger like that too. Being all snappy, being all argumental. Ain't no man out there gonna put a ring on that finger with all that mouth you got. And if he does, he's an idiot. He's an idiot if he does decide to marry you, even though you run your mouth too much and you're always being argumental 24/7 and being disrespectful 24/7. Any man out there, whether he's white, black, date a woman like you, a black woman like you, he's an idiot. That's all I gotta say. Oh, you just don't know how to handle her. No, you a freaking idiot. That's all you are. Straight up a freaking idiot. But anyway, peace.